Hey, what's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tuned into another edition of my vlog. I want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for all your support. Make sure you go pick you up some merch. It's starting to get a little chilly out there. We'll get you a Big Herc 916 beanie off of BigHerc916.com and represent. But I want to talk about the mindset you have to have to take your game to the next level. You have to be adamant in the words you use and what you put out to the universe. You have to always be thinking and never be complacent in your actions. You see, when you're working for somebody, when you accept a paycheck, your mind pretty much shuts down. It doesn't have any need to think. It doesn't have any desire for creativity outside of that, because it's been satisfied. You got what you felt you were going to receive, and that's it. But see, when you're a hustler, when you're a go-getter, your mind is always working, because you're working whether you're getting paid or not, but you're working for yourself. And when you're working for yourself, your effort is different. When you know it's a situation where, man, if I don't get up and hustle, I don't eat, then you're gonna get out there and hustle unless you want to starve. And I'm not saying necessarily hustle on the street illegally or do things that get you caught up. I'm saying branding, whatever it is you're trying to sell, coming up with fashion ideas. If it's running a business, whether it's landscaping, painting cars, being a mechanic, being a personal trainer, you're on it. Your mind is working. You're creating opportunity, and you got to train yourself to do that. Some people have it naturally. A lot of times, first generation hustlers have it, and second generation who come underneath them, who've been kind of pampered, have more of a entitlement mentality. But you gotta have that drive. So it's a fine balance, between being able to go get it, and then at the same time being happy while you're doing it. And a lot of people say, oh, money don't buy you happiness. I never said it did. And that's what one of the parables that people throw out there, because they want you to believe that money doesn't buy you happiness. No, it's the lifestyle that you're able to afford if you're not strung out on drugs and chasing hookers or overindulging. It's a great life. Let me tell you. When you're cognizant of what you're doing and you're able to take in the moment, travel to some exotic place and look around and conversate with intelligent people, ain't nothing wrong with that, but it costs money. So, unless you're a person who don't want the finer things, then that's fine. But my mission and my goal is to elevate myself to the highest possible state I can while I'm here on earth, and in the process, by doing that, I will be rewarded with financial blessings. And if you're doing that, you will be rewarded with the same. See, a lot of people grow up hearing the word I can't, I can't afford this, I can't do this, not made of money doesn't grow on trees, do you think I've made of money, all these things that are embedded in your mind And so you naturally, when you go look at something, first you pick up what you really want at the store, and then you look at the price and you set it down and you go try to find something that's comparable. Why do you do that? Why don't you just go purchase the thing you really want? Why do you look at one thing and look at it and say, well, man, if I get this, I can take it and make it look like that, rather than just go get what it is you really want? Because that's what we've been taught. We've been taught to settle. We've been taught to not really go after what our heart truly desires, because it's not attainable. You have to go for second best. And that's something that it's been instilled in us for a lot of times from, grade school on up. That's what they tell you, is that, it's all right to just settle. And that's a misconception. You don't have to settle for anything. It's just like saying, I'm built this way, I just gotta accept it. Well, no, you can lose weight, you can build muscle, you can participate in a marathon if you want, you can be become a cyclist, you can do a lot of things. It doesn't mean you're gonna be a professional, but you can do those things. So there's nobody placing limits on yourself but yourself. And school teaches you how to be an employee. Your friends who have wealth or financial success or have access to that is what teaches you how to be outside of that. Because see, school doesn't teach you how to be really financially successful. It teaches you how to be complacent, how to survive, if even that. But you're just living pretty much month to month. See, once you accept that check, your mind shuts off. You're comfortable. You pretty much owned up to whatever it is you did to get paid for, and that's that. But when you're hustling, your mind is always working. You're working when you don't even realize it, because that's just what you're made of. You're just and you're just a person in action, where you're going to go above and beyond because you know that it's a reflection of who you are, and there is no paycheck unless you create it. And a lot of people, that's a hard pill for them to swallow. A lot of people now think that things should just be handed to them, and that when they see all these people who have these expensive things, that they should just automatically be entitled to them. And it doesn't work like that, man. You got to put in the work, man. You got to put in the work. But if you want to have something above and beyond what you currently have, you got to transition. And that transition, when you put yourself around a different circle of friends, you're going to have a lot of haters. You're going to have a lot of people who are going to be mad at you because you're now talking about doing something different. And people don't like change. People like the old you. They don't like you to be somebody different. I've lost a lot of friends. A lot of people have, gotten mad at me because of just my drive. I'm the type of guy, if you say, hey man, I wanna go get a Porsche, I'd say, well man, go get the GT3 RS, or if you say, oh man, I want to go get a Benz, I say, go get the Maybach Benz. I'm always trying to get my people around me to be the best, to get the best of what they can get, and together, if we work like that, we can both have it. We can both enjoy the benefits. And it's hard to find people though who want to work like that, because a lot of people just would rather just not put forth the extra effort and be like, man, I'm cool, and you're just being arrogant. You want too much. And it's like, I laugh because people are like, well, if you have all this money, you can't spend it anyways. But you have to think like 2-3 generations down the line. I mean, I don't even have any kids, but having something to leave to a possible kid who doesn't have a dad, who doesn't have a family, a mom, to me, that's my blessing back. That's my give back, because I can change their future. Every future should be better off than the future before. And that's what working hard, being successful, having financial resources can do. And that's why wealth continues to circulate in a small circle, because they continue to share this mindset with each other. And because people who aren't in that economic bracket don't hear the conversation, they're being fed the conversation of what that circle they're involved in, which is pretty much just survival mode and maybe a little bit of pleasure. And so that's what's going to make the difference in whether or not you achieve a certain level of wealth. Knowing about how to create an LLC or S corp and use tax write-offs, and how to leverage real estate, how to invest in the stock market or futures or cryptocurrency. You're not going to hear about these things in a circle of people who just go to 9 to 5, because that's not what they're concerned with. They get a paycheck, and so they're not thinking about that. But when you're a hustler, when you're somebody who's an entrepreneur and you're making moves, and you're always listening for the next big thing or for the next opportunity. And I don't promote a person doing things that'll get them caught up. So when I say hustler, I'm saying hustling that will keep you out of jail. Hustling, whether it's you're a painter, whether you're a mechanic, whether you're a personal trainer, you're a real estate guy, you're a construction worker. Leverage your skill set, man. You are the brand. You can turn that into a financial gold mine, and from there, the sky's the limit. I mean, just imagine if you could travel to a different place in the world, every year. How much more informed you'd be on really what's going on, because you can't believe what they show you in the news. You can't believe what a lot of people tell you on social media, because a lot of those people are faking it. A lot of what they promote on TV is what their agenda entails. And so you gotta get out there and figure it out for yourself. But it starts with you making an effort to surround yourself around people who have more than you have, who are going to open up doors, and not being intimidated, but being humble and getting life lessons. And that's the best advice I can give you, man, because I'm all about trying to maximize my potential while I'm here. And I get people all the time that say, hey, you always talk about money. You should just be happy with what you have. And man, that's fine and dandy for you. And I commend you on taking care of your family, paying your bills, and making sure your kids have a roof over your head. But I want my family to have more than what I had, and to be able to do things I've only imagined. If there's going to be some type of space ride to Mars and I'm not here to enjoy it, maybe my future legacy can enjoy it, because hey, I want them to have the best of the best. And so my gift back to humanity is sharing these vlogs, spitting this game, lacing you guys up, because I've felt like I've shorted myself for so long that I have to step my game up and really be the person I'm supposed to be, and to fulfill my spiritual journey. So hey, stay laced up. Big Herc 916. Make sure you subscribe, grab you some merch, and look forward to you guys' comments.